When we're starting to do this work, especially in the beginning, I get a lot of questions around, okay, so, I don't want to cut out, let's say, my parent, but I don't see any other way. I've tried to set boundaries. I've tried to communicate this and that. They won't listen. They're incapable of hearing it. They don't respect my boundaries. Remember first about boundaries that people who respond negatively to your boundaries usually are people who have benefited from you not having boundaries in the past. And so why would they like you to set boundaries now, right? It affects them in a negative way. So remember that it's not actually personal. It's actually more about them. I am actually not one of those therapists that's going to tell you that we have to move to forgiveness. Forgiveness is the most important thing. And I'm also not one of those therapists that's going to tell you that blood is everything, that family is everything. I don't believe in either one of those statements. If you are in a place where you are genuinely pissed off and you need to be pissed off, then be pissed off. It's okay to be angry. If that anger actually means that you need to take some physical, personal space and distance yourself entirely from them for a little while to really work through some stuff, understand yourself a little bit better, make sense of some things, do that. By all means, take that space for yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. And it doesn't make you a bad kid, by the way, or a bad person for doing that. I'm not saying 20, 30 years from now, you should still be like, I hate them with a seething passion. I mean, maybe if they're really, really bad people, which some parents are. But what I'm saying is that in this moment, if you need to be angry, I'm giving you permission to be angry. If you need to cut off and take that separation, I'm giving you permission to cut off and take that separation. The only thing that you are responsible for on your end, and if we're talking about obviously us with our parents, is trying your best to communicate your needs and communicate your boundaries in a clear, a kind, and a concise way. How they respond or don't respond or lack of response or whatever, that's information for you. That's information for you about their capacity. What's their capacity to hear a boundary? What's their capacity to respect a need? It's not about you. It's about them. And so it's really more about us than focusing in on us and saying, okay, I'm going to set this boundary and I'm going to allow that person to kick and scream like a toddler and, have their big reaction or lack of reaction to my boundary, but that's about them. I'm still going to stay with this. I'm still going to respect myself enough to maintain this boundary because how they react is actually not about me.